Okay, so while I have the strings off of the Stratocaster, I thought we would show you how to change the tuners of the guitar. A common upgrade would be going from standard tuners to locking tuners, where you simply have to pull the string through the post of the tuner, you lock it in the back, clip it off, and there's less winds around the post, which means better tuning stability. So I have this set of locking tuners here, genuine Fender parts. First thing I want to do is loosen up the nuts around each of the posts. Now, mind you, this guitar here, it has the same setup. So this is basically a retrofit replacement. Obviously, if you're going from a vintage style tuner, they mount differently on the back of the guitar. So if you're going from vintage to modern, there is some additional drilling that you need to do. But for now, again, remember we're starting first level introduction to mods. So we're going to go with a set that retrofits without having to do any additional drilling. All right, so I'm going to loosen each of these with my nut driver. So just take these off. Okay, I'm going to turn the guitar over, and as you can see, they're already coming out. So I'm just going to loosen these the rest of the way and then pull them out. You'll see two mounting holes on the back of the headstock. All right, so the tuners are now out. I'm going to open up the new ones here. All right, so here are our new locking tuners. I'm going to take one out here just to show you how this works. So basically the string will feed through the post, and then you pull it through tight, and then you lock it with this mechanism in the back. So I'm going to start with the low E here, and you see these two holes here. We're going to put this through with the corresponding posts, and it'll fit right in. Turn this around. And for now, I'm just going to kind of hand tighten this on there and screw that in. And I'm going to take my nut driver here and just to tighten that all the way. Okay, there we go. There's one on there, and you can see that's seated nicely. Perfect. And we'll repeat that 5 more times. Perfect. All right, so we're going to go ahead and tighten the last one. This is the high E. Okay. I think we did pretty good. So you can see the staggered height of the tuners going from higher on the low E to lower on the high E. So that helps the alignment of the string over the nut feed down lower to the high E. All right, so the last thing on this Strat I want to show you is changing the standard strap pins to locking strap pins. And I have these here. I can show you how this works. This is probably one of the easier modifications. It's literally 2 screws, 1 screw per pin. So we'll take this one off, and how it works is this is the new pin, goes on the guitar, and then the locking mechanism where you'll apply the strap, you'll take this off, it screws off, and then you basically put the strap on here, lock it back on, and that stays on your strap. So that when you want to take it off, you literally pull this up, and it comes off, and then when you want to put it back on, you just, again, pull it up and slide it back on, and then it's locked in there. So I'm going to take my screwdriver, unscrew this one here. Okay, so there's the old one. Let's take the new pin. I'm going to use the screws and felt washers that are included. We'll go with white. See, I'm going to put this through the round part of the pin there. Put the felt washer underneath, feed it onto the screw. Okay, and then I'm just going to put that right back into the same hole. Start it by hand, okay, and then I'll finish it off. I would say level 1 beginner mod right here. Quick win. And this is certainly one thing I want to recommend using the screwdriver for as opposed to a drill, because you could easily strip out the screw or the hole in the body. So I want to use screwdriver and do it by hand, and you want it snug, but you don't want it too tight. All right, so now we're nice and snug. Very good. We're going to go to the top pin here on the upper horn and unscrew that one. It's a little bit more difficult to get to. I'm using this shorter screwdriver to make it a little bit more easy. All right, so I think we're good there. I'm going to do the rest by hand. Okay, there's the old one. Again, for the new one, I'm going to take the part that mounts to the body. Okay, we'll take the new end pin here. Again, the screw goes through the top, feeds through, white felt washer, And then we're going to put that right back into the same hole there. I'm going to start it by hand and then finish it up with the screwdriver. Okay, there we go. Now you have, again, like I mentioned earlier, you have the locking portion. These here will unscrew. Strap goes on, one end of the strap, lock it back on with the washer and the nut. And then you can see, hopefully on camera, this goes up and down. It's spring loaded there. So eventually you get the hang of it. I've kind of got to the point now where I can just kind of do it with one hand, basically just kind of squeezing it, kind of pulling up, let it go, and it's locked on. And there you go, you have a secure guitar strap.